look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, Goff being chased out left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10, Goff again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Throwing on third, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Elliott pushing his way through. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. A first down carry by Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Baltimore.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Lions' 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A slant to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And a Raven first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And it brings up third down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 26-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. couple up to the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And 8 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At the 25-yard line, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
16 yards, a 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Clean it up. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. Goff on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
39-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Flushed out right. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. This out quickly to Williams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there. On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On first down, gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Goff now to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now it's Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Goff. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 37-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. Connection made with Chenault. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards. To the air again. Goff. Caught left side. Williams. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run here with Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So that one will be accepted. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
There's a quick throw caught by Andrews.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pick up with 2.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every